Well, I always promise myself I'll put up some clips about stuff I want to sell. And I do not wish to sell my record collection a little bit at a time. I wish to sell it all at once. And this one actually I borrowed from a friend in New York, and this one is not for sale because I owe this one back to him. He just lent it to me, and I left the country. I did give him the taped copy of it that I promised, but, he may have forgotten all about it. But he'd probably like to get it back if he still has a turntable. Got a lot of cool records here, and I listen to them about, I would say, once a week. And they're taking up a lot of space. I've got a couple of... I don't like this one too much, And, I find a lot of this stuff over here in France, and it's very, cheap. A lot of people don't know what it is. But the average price for the sale of a vinyl record here now in Europe is about 5 to 10 euros per disc for anything that's playable. So that's your ballpark figure. And I must say that although I still enjoy my vinyl records and I listen to them every week, and I really like this Boulders anthology, and I'm just really dying to hear, it's got Sugaree and, All Night Stand, I think, by the Thoughts is on this. It's just great stuff. I will not sell my record, album, and 45 and old record going back to the 19th century collection one at a time, because I'll get too fussy and picky and emotional about it, I've got a couple of, there's the clutter in my living room. See, there's a nice old French Philips stereo. God, it plays great. The baffles in the speakers have to be replaced. The foam has deteriorated, but the thing works perfectly. My in-laws took great care of it. It plays 45s, it plays albums, it stacks them, it plays them. The boom boom you hear from that is fabulous. And I've also got this old thing is a piece of junk. It's about 10 years old. But I bought a new one that's still in the box. And anybody who wants to come over here and buy all of these records from me, I would miss them. I would definitely miss them. Absolutely. But, except for a few like this, which I really ought to get back to the guy if he still wants it. Although I don't think that he's very comfortable with knowing me anymore. I think that, I'd rather have the money and just kind of free up the space and move on, because I've enjoyed these things for like 40 years now. And some of my records, excuse me, I'm not showing you good things here. Some of my records got stolen and abandoned and stuff like that. But basically I hung on to a lot of them, and I've enjoyed them for a long time. And if you are in Paris, France, and would like to live here for a while or permanently or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, I'd like to have a ready-made vinyl collection, I could probably throw in a lot of what my spouse has. I would have to check about his records, which are in a minority. Most of the records are mine. And, he used to drink a lot and be very crazy, so he smashed up a lot of records and stuff. He'd get fed up with them, and he'd just kind of smash them up and stuff, I didn't like it, but I really couldn't stop him. I tried, but it didn't work. So he doesn't have that many left, but whatever he has left, he might sell them. I don't know if he wants to keep them in a stereo, fine, but otherwise I've got a couple of them for sale. So vinyl collectors, be aware, but you gotta come to Paris, France, and bring me cash, thousands of euros of cash, because I've got several hundred really nice records here, going back to the 19th century. And it really wouldn't kill me to lose them. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm enjoying them, and this old rickety thing that I bought about 10 years ago from a company over in Alsace is working okay, I guess. You know, the CD players don't work anymore, or maybe it's the tape, I don't know. I just still like listening to vinyl. If any of you are into vinyl and you appreciate it also, you know, I know you hear me. You know, like a lot of these I bought used in the 70s. And this one I think was about 50 cents. And this nice Blue Cheer record. See, there's somebody's name on it, Died, D-Y-E. It's got the nice texture on the cover and stuff, and I've kept it in pretty good shape. You know, pretty nice. All right, see you all later.